The Presidency of the Council of the European Union is responsible for the functioning of the Council of the European Union, the upper house of the EU legislature. It rotates among the member states of the EU every 6 months. The presidency is not an individual, but rather the position is held by a national government. It is sometimes incorrectly referred to as the President of the European Union. The presidency's function is to chair meetings of the Council, determine its agendas, set a work programme and facilitate dialogue both at Council meetings and with other EU institutions. The current presidency is held by Italy. 3 successive presidencies, known as presidency trios, the current trio is made up of Italy, Latvia and Luxembourg. History: when the Council was established, its work was minimal and the presidency rotated between each of the then 6 members every 6 months. However, as the workload of the Council grew and the membership increased, the lack of coordination between each successive 6-month presidency hindered the development of long-term priorities for the EU. In order to rectify the lack of coordination, the idea of trio presidencies was put forward where groups of 3 successive presidencies cooperated on a common political program. This was implemented in 2007 and formally laid down in the EU treaties in 2009 by the Treaty of Lisbon. Until 2009, the presidency had assumed political responsibility in all areas of European integration and it played a vital role in brokering high-level political decisions. The Treaty of Lisbon reduced the importance of the presidency, significantly by officially separating the European Council from the Council of the European Union. Simultaneously it split the Foreign Affairs Council configuration from the General Affairs configuration and created the position of High Representative of the Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy. Functioning: the Council meets in various formations where its composition depends on the topic discussed. For example, the Agriculture Council is composed of the national ministers responsible for agriculture. The primary responsibility of the presidency is to organize and chair all meetings of the Council, apart from the Foreign Affairs Council which is chaired by the High Representative. So, for instance, the Minister of Agriculture for the state holding the presidency chairs the Agriculture Council. This role includes working out compromises capable of resolving difficulties. Article 16(9) of the Treaty on European Union provides the presidency of Council configurations, other than that of Foreign Affairs, shall be held by member state representatives in the Council on the basis of equal rotation, in accordance with the conditions established in accordance with Article 236 of the Treaty on the Functioning of the European Union. Each 3 successive presidencies cooperate on a triple shared presidency, work together over an 18-month period to accomplish a common agenda by the current president simply continuing the work of the previous lead president after the end of his/her term. This ensures more consistency in comparison to a usual single 6-month presidency and each 3 includes a new member state. This allows new member states to hold the presidency sooner and helps old member states pass their experience to the new members. The role of the rotating Council presidency includes agenda-setting powers. In its 6-month program, it decides on the order to discuss propositions, after they have been submitted by the Commission in its agenda monopoly powers. Brokering interinstitutional compromise. Trialogues between Commission, Parliament and Council are held to reach early consensus in the co-decision legislative procedure. The presidency takes part to the conciliation committee between Parliament and Council in the 3rd stage of the co-decision legislative procedure. Coordinating national policies and brokering compromise between member states and the Council, management and administration of the Council, external and internal representation. Holding the rotating Council presidency includes both advantages and disadvantages for member states. The opportunities include: member states have the possibility to show their negotiating skills, as a Euro-onist precursor Euro, thus gaining influence and prestige. Member states gain a privileged access to information. At the end of their term, they know member states' preferences better than anyone else. The Council program may enable member states to focus Council discussion on issues of particular national regional interest. The burdens include lack of administrative capacities and experience, especially for small and new member states. The concept of trio troika has been introduced to enable member states to share experiences and ensure coherence on an 18-month base. Expenses in time and money, needed to support the administrative machine. Not being able to push through their own interests, as the role of Council presidency is seen as an impartial instance. Member states trying to push for initiatives of their own national interest are likely to see them failing in the medium run, as they need consensus and do not have enough time to reach it. This element is particularly substantial. Holding the presidency may be, on balance, a disadvantage for member states. The rotating presidency is probably not needed anymore, with the 2009 reforms by the Treaty of Lisbon, but reforming it has proved incredibly difficult. It still enables little states to stand up and try to push forward vital policies. It represents a sharing of administrative burdens, enabling the coordination of policies, the stability of the Council agenda and providing learning and experience for member states' public administrations. List of rotations, see also, List of Presidents of the Institutions of the European Union, President of the European Parliament, President of the European Council, President of the European Commission. Council of the European Union, Notes. References. External links, Presidency of the Council of the European Union, Logos of the Council Presidencies, Presidency Order of Rotation List to 2020, Implications of the Polish Presidency of the EU for Europe and Transatlantic Affairs, lecture by Maciej Pisarski, delivered at the University of Illinois, December 2, 2011, Cyprus takes over EU presidency amid doubts.